Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night feeling like someone was watching you? Your heart pounds, your room is silent, but deep down, something feels off. Maybe it's just your imagination, or maybe it's something else. Welcome to Scary Mind Stories, where we dive into the eerie corners of the human mind, where fear plays tricks on us, and reality blurs with the unknown. Think about this. You're home alone, watching TV, when suddenly, you hear a soft knock at the door. It's 2 a.m. Your heart skips a beat. You freeze. You weren't expecting anyone. Who knocks on a door at this hour? You check the peephole. No one's there. Your mind races. Was it the wind? A prank? Or something unseen? The human brain is a fascinating thing. It creates fear where there's nothing, but sometimes it warns us of something very real. Take sleep paralysis, for example. People wake up unable to move, a heavy weight pressing down on their chest. Some see shadowy figures lurking in the corner of their room. Science says it's just a brain glitch, but those who've experienced it will tell you, it feels real, like something dark is watching, waiting. And speaking of the mind playing tricks, let's talk about déjà vu. You walk into a new place and suddenly, everything feels familiar. You swear you've been here before. You know what's going to happen next, but you haven't. Scientists say it's just your brain misfiring, a mix-up in memory processing. But what if it's more? A glitch in reality? A peek into a past life? A warning from the future? And then there's the Mandela Effect, where groups of people remember things differently from how they actually happened. Like the famous children's book series. Was it Berenstain Bears or Berenstain Bears? People swear it was one, but history says otherwise. Some believe it's proof we're shifting between parallel universes. Others say it's just bad memory. But let's be honest, the idea that we might be jumping between realities is way more fun and terrifying to think about. Now, here's where it gets even creepier. Have you ever felt like you were being watched? Maybe you're walking down the street or sitting in a cafe, and suddenly, this deep, unsettling feeling creeps over you. You turn around. No one's there. But you can't shake the feeling. What if it's not paranoia? What if we have a sixth sense, a hidden instinct, alerting us to something we can't see? Some scientists actually believe we can sense when someone is staring at us. It's been tested. People report getting a chilling sensation when they're being watched, even if the observer is hidden behind a one-way mirror. Is it an evolutionary trait, a survival instinct, or could it be something else? Let's not forget the third man factor, an eerie phenomenon where people in life-threatening situations report feeling an unseen presence guiding them to safety. Climbers lost in the snow, shipwreck survivors drifting at sea, people trapped in disasters. Many claim they weren't alone. A voice whispered directions. A shadowy figure led the way. Psychologists say it's the brain creating a survival mechanism, but some believe it's something or someone beyond our understanding. Now, if you think that's strange, let's talk about the doppelganger phenomenon. Ever heard stories of people seeing an exact double of themselves? Doppelgangers are said to be harbingers of bad luck, even death. Abraham Lincoln reportedly saw his own pale reflection in a mirror, but there were two faces, one alive, one ghostly. A few days later, he was assassinated. Just a coincidence or a warning? And if that doesn't creep you out, let's talk about the missing time phenomenon. You're driving home, and suddenly you realize you can't remember the last 10 minutes. Where were you? What happened? Time just vanished. Some say it's zoning out. Others? Alien abductions, government experiments, or portals we unknowingly slip through. One of the most chilling missing time cases happened in 1975, when Travis Walton and his logging crew saw a bright light in the sky. Travis stepped out of the truck and boom, he vanished in front of his friends. 5 days later, he was found miles away, confused, terrified, and claiming he had been taken aboard an alien craft. His story never changed. His friends passed lie detector tests. Was it a hoax, or did something beyond our understanding steal him away for 5 days? And speaking of things we can't explain, have you heard of the hum? Across the world, thousands of people report hearing a low, droning hum at night. No one else around them hears it. No source can be found. It's so disturbing that some people claim it's driven them to madness. Some believe it's a secret government signal. Others say it's Earth itself, vibrating at a frequency only some of us can hear. But if that's true, what is it trying to tell us? Or how about the Hatman? People across different countries, different cultures, with no connection to each other, all report seeing the same figure in their sleep. A tall, shadowy man in a hat standing in the doorway, watching. He doesn't speak. He doesn't move. He just waits. Some say he's a demon, an omen, or a being that feeds on fear. Others think he's an archetype of the mind, appearing when we are most vulnerable. But if it's just our minds, why do we all see the same man? The mind is the ultimate horror story. It creates monsters in the dark, twists our memories, and sometimes shows us things we're not supposed to see. But what if some of these fears, these eerie feelings, aren't just tricks of the brain? What if they're real? Next time you wake up at 3 a.m., heart pounding, convinced there's something standing in the shadows of your room, tell yourself it's just your imagination. But deep down, you'll wonder. Because some things, they're scarier than fiction. Thanks for watching Scary Mind Stories, where the mind is the real nightmare. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and whatever you do, don't look behind you.